Hi guys, just two things before we get into the video. Number one, we are 25 subs away from 500, which is a crazy milestone I never thought we would get here. Also, at 500, we unlock community posts where I can share my weird thoughts with you, which constantly come up, and I have a whole bunch written down, so I can't wait to share those ideas and polls and thoughts with you guys. So very, very excited for that. Hopefully we'll hit that within the next month or so. And number two, something that I have been really, really excited for is that this Friday, for the first time ever in a really, really long time, we are going to do a stream not only on Saturday, but we are also going to do a stream on Friday, and it is going to be a RuneScape trivia night. So I hope you quiz heads are ready. Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see you guys all there. Let's hop right into the video. So we have all of the equipment that we want. We've completed the diary. We've done all of the prerequisites in order to make our virus grind excellent. I've actually never done the virus grind with the Mauritania Elite done. I had actually done it previously on a different account, and it took me like 100 hours to do just because I was A, pretty bad about it, B, I wasn't being effective, and C, I didn't have the Mauritania Elite done, which boosts the amount of experience that you can gain from doing the virus. So this setup is incredibly efficient. We're going to get so many levels doing this, and I'm so excited because not only are we going to be getting a ton of levels, but it is rather AFK. Even in the early levels, we do have enhanced devoted, so that should be able to keep us alive. We have the defense cape in order to perk just in case we do, end up getting too low. And on top of that, I totally forgot about this. The Reavers Ring is going to be huge for us because you have 100% accuracy at virus no matter what. So it's just a splat out 5% DPS increase. Now, I might have lied when I said I completed everything because there's one last thing I need to do, and that is my Beast of Burden. I plan on keeping this thing going the entire time, and there's a special little trick. So essentially, the cool thing about legendary pets is that you can extend your Beast of Burden aura by using the pouch on it and making it become that Beast of Burden, which most people know, but what most people I feel don't know is you can actually extend it using other pouches. War Tortoise pouches are infamously hard to make, and they're actually, I think, more expensive on the Grand Exchange than yaks are. So what my plan is I'm going to use this War Tortoise pouch on my legendary familiar and make it into a War Tortoise, and then I'm just going to use every Spirit Terror Bird pouch on it to the end of existence, which are A, super easy to get the materials for, and B, super easy to make, and we're going to keep this one pouch going for as long as possible. So I hope I don't have to use too many pouches, but it definitely helps with inventory management when we're doing fires. So just a quick reminder of what the setup we have is. So we have a Sun Spear that's augmented with Precise and Equilibrium. We have a Dino Hide full body armor set with the Mauritania for legs, as well as having the body augmented with Enhanced Devoted. We're running a Reavers Ring, a Glory because I don't have any good amulets, a Defense Cape, and we're going to be rotating between five different auras, one being Vampirism, then Penance, and then the 3 prayer ones. Now, I know most people would recommend that you go and stand over by the 2 fires at the tree if you don't have Soul Split, but honestly, with Dino Hide, with Enhanced Devoted, having Devotion on our bar, and being able to have access to Enhanced Excalibur, I would say being able to camp at the tree with 6 fires rather than 2 is quite a viable scenario. Please know that it is possible pre-Soul Split to camp here and have a seemingly good experience. I'm really excited to get my strength up as well as my attack. I plan on getting 99 in at least strength and then hoping to get to 99 in attack, but we shall see how that is going. Speaking of which, one of the coolest strategies that I've never used before when doing fires, I found this out really recently because I was counting the tiles of Surge, and typically I would surge in from like a random location and it would be an issue, but if you actually stand on top of this post and then move 1 square west and surge, you're in the optimal location for killing fires, and none of them will be provoked with you running over. So this is actually a really cool way if you're just getting set up and all of your spawns are in good locations and you don't need to clean up the area, that I would highly recommend doing in order to just jump right into doing your fire grinds. I wouldn't miss an opportunity to say this to you guys, so it's such a dear and important level that's coming up that I just have to say Nice. And it was only a matter of time before we got this, but 99 HP, very, very exciting. Mr. New Guy Roy actually made a really good point on my planning video for the half year. It is a great cape to have on as an Anachronia passive or on the max cape. So I might go build that stand and have the passive HP regen for when I'm doing bossing and such. So that's kind of something that I'd never considered before. So thank you, Mr. Roy. Just looking at these XP rates, I mean, it's kind of crazy that we're getting 900k per hour as a base, but then obviously when we switch over and we disassemble our Sun Spear, we get like 1.4 million. So I think it's averaging out to be about 1 million XP per hour, which is going to be so good for the account. We're training up so many skills, and it's been incredibly AFK, so I'm loving this. Little unexpected level here, 85 range, just cleaning up a few of the spawns on this world that I am trying to set up for. I guess we've unlocked Death Swiftness now, which is kind of cool. I really wish I could train my ranged here, but unfortunately without Corruption Shot, I don't feel like I have the AoE to actually do this effectively. So I guess for now, what we're going to be doing is just sticking with melee. 73 invention already. I mean, I feel like doing both the body as well as the weapon has been such a good idea. Not to toot my own horn, but being able to have enhanced devoted that procs so often, it has definitely come in clutch quite a few times. So very happy with that. Now, I don't know, or I didn't want to be like, level this, level that, level this, because there are so many levels that we get during this grind. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do milestones, and I feel like I'm going to be skipping a lot, and I'm sorry if you want every level, but there's just so much filler talking I can do when I get a level. So for now, we're just going to stick with this, but that is 85 prayer, big jump. Using Mage Prayer has been totally okay. Normally I would have struggles, but because we're using Dino Hide armor, I feel pretty good about this. I have to balance strike every once in a while, but that's not terrible. And there's 85 strength, getting about 350k per hour doing this. We are well on our way to get the 99. 87 farming, I have been pretty bad about. I feel like my farming should be way higher than it is. For like the amount of effort that you have to put into leveling up your farming now with player-owned farms and having good animals, I feel like other than grinding for the animals themselves, I probably should be a much higher farming level. That being said, I typically neglect it, and it's one of those skills that's just going to slowly level up. Now, I am very excited for this Fires grind because it is going to take us from that lower level up to the higher levels, and we'll be able to unlock dragons, hopefully, because we did get those 2 dragons from the QBD grind. 74 invention, another hour and a half done. 75 invention, mechanized siphon. We are going to go get that now because we can finally boost for it using extreme invention potions. The idea with this is that I don't want to have to leave combat in order to siphon my Dino Hide armor, and having the auto siphon set to level 12 will make sure that I'm not wasting charges or experience, because the longer you go, the higher, the more charges you use up, and essentially you're wasting invention experience on an item that you're going to siphon anyway. So it's going to be overall very useful for us. Oh no, the target didn't change and we're... Oh, this is why we wear the defensive cape. Oh my god, Enhanced Devoted is so useful for this. I mean, I'm not actually going to die. I still have the Defense Cape perk that can activate, so that will give me a little life boost. But we were sitting on 40 HP there for a solid 30 seconds. The booty was clenched, let's say that. But I'm going to be a little bit more careful now when doing my balance strikes, just to make sure that we don't have any accidental deaths here. Another an hour and a half, another invention level. Just finishing up yet another hour and a half. We're running a little bit low on energy right now, and I kind of want to go harvest out some more energy. And we also have a yak track. Not that we're doing yak track actively, but there is a yak track thing for collecting divination energy. So we are going to go do that for a bit as a nice break from doing virus. Okay, so the craziest bug just happened. So I'm just sitting here doing my divination, and if you can see here on my screen, I have 327 divination urns, and they were in my inventory. And when I claimed the yak track, They disappeared out of my inventory, and it's not like they're not visible anymore. They are gone. So I just lost 300 urns to a yak track. I'm hoping it's a glitch that gets acknowledged so we get them back, but that majorly sucks because I do not want to make another 300 divination urns. So hopefully this gets fixed soon. I'll keep you guys in the loop about this one. And there is 4 more augmenters made, so we were running a little bit low on the amount that we needed from all the different sun spears, but currently we still have a ton of energy left over for either for augmenters or for divine charges, so feeling pretty good about that. Let's hop back and do some more vires. And there it is, yet another skill in the 90s, 90 strength. I haven't really noticed our XP rates going up significantly as our strength levels up, and technically our DPS is leveling up, but we are slowly getting there. I don't think I'll change out the cape. I think I'm going to stick with defensive the whole way through, but nice little milestone, level 90 strength. 88 prayer, 2 more levels to boost up that XP. Unfortunately, I knew this time was going to happen. So with this, the gloves and boots don't degrade, but I knew at some point the dinosaur hide cowl was going to degrade, and turns out I can't repair it at a repair stand or with Bob. I need to recraft it with the dino hide scales. So I'm gonna go need to get another boost. So let's go hunt some rats and boost our crafting up. Well, it took about 10 tries, but we finally managed to make it through. There is our mask complete. Let's go run some daily challenges and end our day off right. The only significant disadvantage I find about my new Jack of Trades route, which incorporates a lot of urns, is the fact that sometimes I have to make urns a lot. Pretty much, I do 3 inventories of soft clay into the different types of urns, which makes for about a total of half an hour. So it's about a half hour weekly, but it's definitely worth it because I am stacking up urns, as well as it makes my Jack of Trades so much faster. So no issue doing there. And that is half hour without using the lunar spell because I am running low on astrals. I will get around to making more of those once my rune crafting is a bit higher. But for now, we are going to be scrounging the dirt and just firing them up instead. Back doing some more vires, and that is 88 farming, 4 more levels for our precious dragons. And there is 80 invention. We have been, kind of feels like a nice milestone for invention. I don't know why. I guess because level 80 skills unlock it, but I think I'm going to take a crack at honed. I have been using a crystal hatchet on Crocius without any sort of bonuses on it, so hopefully this will boost it up. So we're going to augment our crystal hatchet, and then we are going to try and get honed 4. I'll be happy with honed 3 if I get it. So maybe we'll go honed 4 and get prosper. I think the only downside about doing the prosper method is that it always comes with the auto retaliate off, but that should not be an issue for our crystal hatchet. And there's honed 4. So we are going to take a small break from vires. PK Master invited us to go do some Crocius. So we might go camp that for maybe like 3 or 4 hours and see how that goes. And there is 90 prayer. So I realized I was really close to the level, and I wanted to just push myself over before taking a break. But level 90, we unlock the higher experience rate. I believe it's 50% faster beyond level 90, so that will be nice for the back half of this grind. As well as a kind of a motivation factor, we are 2 levels away from Soul Split, which is kind of crazy that we've already gained 10 levels, because we've only been doing this for about 12 hours so far. Another 4 hours of Crocius on stream. Unfortunately, no uniques to add to the collection, but of course the regular drops were amazing as always, and we had fun doing it, and I had you all to chat with, so it was a great day overall. Back at Vires here, we have probably spent about 4 hours since we got level 90. We took a nice little gap doing some Crocius, but we are back here, and that is 91 prayers, so only 1 more to go for Soul Split. So I don't know about you guys, but when I'm doing my Vires, I tend to use my Draken Medallion a lot, and I typically use it when I'm doing Barrows or when I'm doing Vires. And if you don't know, you lose a charge every single time you use the teleport from outside Mauritania. So basically you have 2 options, where 1, you can use a teleport inside like the Ectophile and then use the Draken's Medallion, or you can lose a charge when you use the Draken's Medallion. But apparently, according to the wiki, there is an option where if we use congealed blood on it, it actually gives us charges per congealed blood used on it up to, I think, 25,000 charges. Now, this does not get replaced every single time you resubmerge, so don't think that you're going to get 25,000, use 25,000, then all of a sudden magically get them all back. It's 25,000 of a one-use charge all the way down to 10, but the odds of you using that are quite slim. Anyways, cool little trick if you don't want to keep charging your Dragon's Medallion. And finally, 92 prayers. So we are going to be swapping over to the ancient prayers in order to use Soul Split, and then hopefully once we unlock the tier 95 prayers, we'll also be using those to increase our kill count. But pretty much with Soul Split, we don't have to worry about taking any damage. Again, Deflect from Mage or Pray from Mage has been excellent, but ultimately very exciting because now not only will it make fires easier, but that makes bossing so much easier. It unlocks things like Kriara, which you typically can't do without Soul Split. It unlocks some higher level bossing, and it definitely makes our life easier when doing those bosses. So very, very exciting. 90 fire making. It's a little bit slower than the prayer XP, so I don't anticipate getting 99. Maybe we'll finish up at like 96-ish, 95-ish. And there is 84 invention, another Sun Spear completed. Now, 84 invention is a milestone level, and if you didn't know, with the extreme invention potions, that boosts us up to 101, which is the level for the Divine Nomadic. And the Divine Nomadic is a much more AFK way of getting divine charges. So that is so exciting. And we are going to go boost up and get a whole bunch of invention levels from all the blueprints that we need to unlock. And B, we're going to go make the Divine Nomadic as well as some empty divine charges and go charge up our charge pack. All right, we are sitting at 84 invention here. Let's see how many levels we can unlock in this small amount of time. And this is why extreme inventions are so OP. 84 to 88 in just boosting and unlocking all of these new blueprints that we unlocked. And then, of course, we did all of the ones before that. So we increased our junk reduction as well as our max charge in our pack. So both those upgrades will be huge for us, as well as getting the Divine Nomadic. So let's go get some energy. And Mondays are absolutely the worst, and not for the reason that they normally would be, but the fact that this update is blocking my 96 strength. So 96 strength, cool little milestone, I guess, but all Zygomite breeds completed. I didn't even know I was on track to do this, but apparently we got the shiny one. One of these is that, so that's kind of cool. I guess I'm gonna have to go for that at some point if I ever want to do comping, which is not going to be the end goal of this account after this series, by the way. Not a chance. Back doing yet another 3 hours of Crocious. Again, no luck. Now, we did hop on stream, and the goal of this Saturday was unlocking Double Surge. Now, I had been doing my Anachronia daily agility. Whenever Roar was up, I do typically go and do Roar. So I run around and do agility, and the codex pages I actually thought was 750, but it's actually 500. So CG here came and ran a few laps with me, much faster than me, having mobile as well as double surge as well as bladed dive. So I was having troubles keeping up with him, but huge shout out to him for the motivation. And there it is, double surge unlocked. Super cool milestone, and that will definitely be useful for getting around the game. 98 strength, one more level to go. And the first 99 of this grind, 99 strength, maximum DPS here, which is going to be super awesome. We are going to swap over to attack, obviously, and try and get 99 there. We'll see how far we can make it, but I doubt it will make the full way. An incredible way to train melee stats, so very happy with the results of the Vire grind. 92 invention, I mean, it's still technically half of 99. I don't know what the exact XP is for 92 invention, but after swapping styles, that's 88 attack. The XP feels like it's going pretty well. We're getting about 450k per hour, so should continue to see a lot of attack levels. 90 attack. 97 prayer. It has been such a grind to get here. We're at about 2 weeks since we started this. Now, it has been on and off. I have done some other things in between, and I think we're probably about 40 hours into our grind so far. But I feel like we've accomplished so much coming this far, and our total levels have just been skyrocketing. So we now have a ton of herb lore supplies in the bank, only 2 more prayer levels to go. I feel like we're going to be able to squeeze in 95 fire making in the process and maybe even 95 attacks. So super excited for that. Unfortunately, I am going to have to change gears. While this is super AFK, sometimes I can run out of prayer or I have to walk away and I can't afford to die. I mean, I can afford to die, I just don't want to die and risk losing my Beast of Burden. So what the plan is we are instead going to hop on to some AFK woodcutting while we are doing some more important stuff that I can't divert my attention from over the next day or two, and then we'll hop right back on fires and finish it off. Just doing some weeklies here, and one of the craziest things that I forget is sometimes I just do penguins and then I totally forget about the points that I have. So I have a ton of points that I can throw into lamps, and of course, the only thing that we are lamping currently is herb lore. So we're gonna buy, I think, 8 huge lamps, and we're gonna see how much XP we can put into herb lore. That's 400,000 experience from weeklies. So if you needed motivation to do your weeklies, here it is. So that's pretty crazy. I think that was about 3 weeks worth of penguins, and that is a solid amount of experience. I guess technically we can now boost for 99. So 99 herb lore, let's go. Hey, let's go. So totally unexpected. Sitting at 8.6 million, we got the woodcutting pet. Not something I was expecting to get while doing this AFK grind. We have been sitting here. Troves have been really, really nice, and obviously we don't use the anima or anything, but we are also stacking up those splintering arrow tips for future fletching, which will be really nice in future combat. So pretty crazy. Woody will now be our new best friend until we get another. And to top off an already amazing moment, 95 woodcutting finished, we are going to continue to just AFK this skill and kind of just use it as a ultimate AFK skill, because the nodes outside Crocious have been wonderful. It is the Christmas event, and we have a ton of this wrapping paper stored up. So let's try and get some presents. So apparently there's a golden present, and if you get the golden present, you have a chance at the green Santa hat. Now, most of them do actually have a chance at the green Santa hat, but I think it's much, much lower. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a 50-50 if you get a golden present. So unfortunately, we didn't get that, but there's going to be a lot of cosmetics being unlocked. Not that I'm going to use any of them, except something that I've been really, really hoping for, and I'm so, so glad that it came out, was the Christmas loot beam. I love it. It's so cool with the presents and the snow. I don't know. It's like my favorite loot beam of all time. So hopefully I get that during this event, and we'll see what we get. Wow, that is a bunch of cosmetics. Wow, they really went all out this year. I think they just brought back a whole bunch from previous years, but kind of cool. Let's get back to doing some... Actually, I think I'm going to go do some Crocious. I'm feeling it. Today is going to be a lucky day, I believe. I mean, 15 mil chest, kinda okay, but no, still no luck on the Crocious side of things. Another hour under our belt, and 18.9 mil chest. Again, getting pretty good loot, but still no drops. But that's enough, Crocious, because 98 prayer. We are finally in the end game. I think I'm going to stream the 99 prayer just so that way we can all experience it together. But it should be about another 4 hours before we actually finish it. So I'll probably end up doing 3 off stream, and then we'll pop on for that last hour together, all together as one. one final level sneaking in here before we finish off the 99 prayer grind. That is 95 attack. We did it. So we got 199 in one combat and 95 in the other. I feel really, really good about that considering our combats were, I think, both sitting in like just below 80 and sitting in the low 80s. So that is pretty freaking awesome. Very happy with that result. And there it is, friends. 3 weeks of work. And actually, it's more like 6 weeks of work for 99 prayer. Thank you, everyone who showed up for the stream for this. Thank you to everyone who grats me for this. I appreciate the love so, so much. I am so happy to be done this grind. I definitely had a lot of anticipation going into this because it was combat and because it wouldn't be traditional skilling for me. It was definitely a nice break, but I think we are going to go right back into some other skilling grinds. But for now, I am just going to revel in the glory that is my cape and think about all of the possibilities that we can do now that we have max prayer and what implications that really brings to the account. So I'm looking forward to the future and what it has in store for us.